And boy, has there been a lot of family activity as of late. We've got grown people, adults coming out of your house now.
Oh, my goodness. Yes. I mean, we just had so much fun, sort of fun getting ready for it, but so much fun celebrating Christian's graduation here last week.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, it's been a couple weeks leading up to it, though, right? Because there's been all the senior activities, the, recognition at church. There's been, the senior brunch, and then, we got to the graduation itself, which is just beyond emotional. I mean, I feel like I just graduated yesterday.
Right.
I feel like I just had Christian yesterday. So the fact that I got to watch my firstborn son walk across the stage is just hard to believe. And then, having his party and celebrating him with all the family and friends and everything surrounding him, my heart was totally full.
Oh, yeah. And it's more than just a bunch of pomp and circumstance, right?
Cue the music.
No, I mean, it's somebody is losing something and somebody's gaining something. And, it's going to be so different.
But
next year.
I'm not losing anything. Are you referring to like we're losing him and
Christian
he's gaining
off to college?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure I followed your thing there. But I actually have had this, and this is probably why, although I've been emotional, it's not been like gut-wrenching emotions. It's more been joy and excitement for what's to come. I've really come to this conclusion. I can't remember if I said this on radio or TV a couple weeks ago, but I feel like that one of my greatest purposes in life is bringing these boys up and seeing what they're going to do. And not being so focused on me and what I can achieve and what, accolades we can get for the business. But hey, we invested a lot of our time and energy into these boys. And now I get to see what that, seed is going to flourish into through him.
Right. We get to watch them blossom now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm excited for that. I'm not rushing it off, but I'm excited to see how he does in college. I'm excited to see his next phase of life. Is he going to meet his future wife there? Are they going to have children? Where's he going to end up stationed, if you will, in the missionary field? What's he going to do? And what things is he going to accomplish to further the kingdom of God? That is what makes me so emotional. And I think that's why we love what we do so much, is because we get to be a part of every family that walks in the door. Their transition. And we know how hard transitions are. We have two children that struggle greatly with transitions. That's part of what makes them, Christian and Jaden both. They struggle tremendously with transitions and changes. And so when we're meeting with a family, we don't take that lightly because we understand. We understand firsthand. We're going through one of those life transitions right now.
Kristen, I was going to let you know that actually before Christian's graduation, the week of, Jessica at the office, she and I were working on something. I was like, I think we got to call Kristen. She's like, no. Too much going on. We got to ease up. She's got all the emotions and all the things. And I think she understands that because it's not the only graduate that's part of the Legacy family.
Yeah. I mean, we've got Jessica's daughter, Natalie. We were pregnant. We were bosom friends, still are. I mean, we were pregnant at the same time with Christian and Natalie, her daughter. And so she's dealing with that transition with Natalie going off to college as well. And then her stepdaughter is graduating. So she has two graduates in her home. And then Rochelle, who's on the service team here in our office, she's not new anymore. I almost said new, but she has a daughter graduating and going off to college. So we're all so proud, but been so very busy just trying to soak in this last year of high school.
Yeah, busy is not the word, because I can tell you, when you expect around 100 people to show up at your house for a graduation party, I mean, every little thing, gets paid attention to. If there's random things laying out in the garage, those need to be straightened up, put away.
If
Those,
there's
I
not
mean,
a place for it, it goes in the trash.
I mean, that's for real. And
But there's so many analogies we can draw from that, right?
yes,
For
The transitioning, I heard you on that.
transitioning, but now, the getting ready for the transition part of it, because
Right.
we cleaned out, we have this little hallway behind our garage that was kind of an add-on, and it's just become a storing place for the random stuff.
yep.
The dog food, the mops and vacuums and gadgets that I buy for the house.
All the
and
stuff from Costco and Sam's Club.
all the- all the-
Amazon.
Yeah.
I mean, it just is piled up with stuff. So we took some time the week before and got that all cleaned out. And that's kind of like when you're gathering up all these statements and documents and accounts, and we call it piles of money, but that's really what it is. It's piles, like in this junk hallway, if you will, where we just kind of pile things that don't have a place for anywhere else and get them organized and, figure out, okay, Greg was going through grill equipment and like, do we need this? What does this go to? This grate goes to a grill we had 10 years ago. We don't even own that grill anymore, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so making sure that everything has its proper place and has a purpose. And now it feels so fresh and good. I'm like, I don't want to get this all messy again. I want to move forward with this newfound
Yes.
organization that we have back here.
I pity the boy who goes back and messes it up.
You know,
Yeah.
I really got to thinking there, Kristen, about what you were talking about. Your purpose is to see the wonderful things that your boys will end up doing. Do you realize that ties back to everything you do at Legacy Retirement Group, right? You're looking forward to the legacy that they are leaving, and you're part of that. I just think that's really cool.
Yeah, I mean,
And Greg, you too, by the way. But
yeah,
Oh, I get to be included. This is awesome.
Greg especially, actually, I mean, I will give that to him. It's a great responsibility because when you're raising children, you want them to, we're a Christian home. We want them to stay in church. Whatever it is your family wishes for your children as they're born, we all have these ideas. We want them to be successful. We want them to stay in church. We want them to do great things in life. We don't want them to mess up. We want all these things for them. Well, it's the same thing when we're planning for a family for their retirement years, which could be 30, 40 years. It could be the same amount of time that they spent working and saving and building up that nest egg. That's a great responsibility. It really is. And we don't take it lightly. I remember during COVID with all the crazy swings in the market and the things going on and the family struggling with health problems and worried about, we lost a couple clients. Greg was so under pressure during that time. I mean, he really felt the burden of everything going on. And, I'm not saying that to be cheesy or, or anything like that, but it's true. We're thinking ahead when we're planning. And so it is similar to when you're raising kids. It's similar to getting kids through a transition. We're helping families get through a transition that they have. They're just not kids anymore, right?
And Greg, for you to have been doing this for 3 decades, you have said over and over that nobody likes change on this radio show except for one person, and that's a wet baby.
That's it.
So helping people all these decades with this change, do you think it helps you with the changes that are happening at home?
Well, it does. And, understanding, we found this sign at Hobby Lobby for Christian. It says, how did that sign go about the next chapter? But I know,
I don't remember.
I don't know exactly what lies ahead in the next chapter, but I know the author.
Mm.
And, what's the same is true as we're transitioning into retirement is, okay, folks may not know exactly what the next chapter is going to be like, but they can almost author their own story because they get the opportunity now to take what they've learned all their lifetime and they get the opportunity to take what they've saved and they can transition that into a beautiful plan for the next phase of their life. And that plan includes the things they want to do in life that are fun, the things they want to do in life that have purpose, the things they want to do in life that include their family, the things they want to do in life to help others. I mean, all these things are part of our new purpose. They really are. And helping people find that purpose is one of the most fun things we get to do here, is challenge people. Okay, what will get you out of bed in the morning? What will cause you to have this desire to keep going and do things each and every day?
Mm-hmm.
It can't just be golf. I mean, I love playing golf, but there's got to be something bigger than a hobby or a place we want to go, but something bigger than ourselves. Because you see, the things that make a lasting impact, whether it's in my life or the life of those we serve, is something that's bigger than ourselves. And those things are things that live on even after we're gone.